Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Ogres, issue number 1 of 4. How did I get this book so early? I'm friends with these guys. So this is a Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles right here in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Exclusive cover by Sean Daly. He's the guy who does all the interior work for the book, including the letters. Bob Sally, he's a writer. You may, excuse me, this is Source Point Press also, the publisher. But you may remember an interview that I did with Bob Sally, like 2 years ago? Go back and look at that. I'll make sure the appropriate links are at top and below and all that, or, at the end of the, I'll put links all over the place, all right? I'll wear a link across my chest, whatever. The idea is go and check out that interview. You get a good insight on how this guy's mind works and why he's doing things with comic books that a lot of people never thought to do before. Source Point Press, small publishing company, but man, they got a message that can be heard on the other side of a mountain, all right? F echoes. This is what I'm talking about. So I already told you who made the book and whatnot. Let's give a little bit of insight into the book itself. We're talking about a time on the world where men were men and sheep were scared. I may have added that last part, but, got to have a little humor somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, there was a rough time on the world, so only a tough breed of people were made from that point on. We're talking about a time when villages went to war with each other and different races, different species fighting each other, kidnapping each other's kids just for a chance at a pop shot at each other. I mean, this was a really rough time. And born from this was a really rough people. So as time goes on, you see the ruthlessness that they have to go. You also come to realize pretty quickly that all of this stuff, it's cyclic. It's the cycle of life. It's the circle of life, all that good stuff, right? It's the way that things worked, and it allowed for for maybe parts of the land to die only to be reborn. You see that through the culture of ogres and all the other rough species in the world was able to continue just fine. And then mankind comes along. Mind you, this is the way that Bob Sally thinks. So mankind sees this wonderful world and says, I wonder how I can prosper off of this. Mankind, although we like to talk about living off of the land, we've never really lived off the land. We leech off of the land. We rip apart. We don't always give back. Not everybody can be a Johnny Appleseed, right? All of these other species, for the most part, are like that, except for man. And they just come in, they breed like rabbits. It sounds like I'm talking against mankind, right? Well, anyway, in this book I am. And they wreck everything. The cultures, the way of people's lives and everything. And it gets to the point where they actually have to start making new alliances with people they never thought that they would make alliances with, including dwarves. Some of these guys are pretty smart, pretty battle ready and all that stuff. Some of them not so much, but they're some of the most lovable characters who you're going to come across. Like I said, guys, go and check out that interview that I did with Bob Sally. Come and meet them at Fan Expo Canada, right up here in Toronto. That'll be next week, actually, next weekend. They'll be there, Bob Sally and Sean Daly. I'll be there. Be a whole bunch of people there. We'll have a smorgasbord of some sort, if you're bringing the smorgasbord. Otherwise, it's just going to be us, and we're going to be like, hey, what's up? Anyway, I believe that you can get the early release of the book there. This book particularly is limited to 225 copies, 250 copies. You know what? Act like it's only 10 copies and get there first. That's my recommendation, all right? This is good stuff right here. You get this book, you're going to smile. All right, and you're also going to be a little bit nervous at the end because it looks like somebody's about to get their head cut off. But we're not going to get there yet. All right? Very good book. Definitely check this out. Sean Daly is going to be at Mississauga Comic-Con, which is Mississauga Comic Expo, whatever it is, in October, middle October. That's a really good, fun event. It's free. Go and check that out. I'll be there also walking around. And I'll talk to you in one of those times. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.